All right, thanks for joining us, Manny. Questions for Manny, if you could raise your hand, please. Go ahead, Ben.
Hey, Manny. I'm from the St. Louis paper, so I wanted to ask you about Yuri Collins. What did you see from him, and just how well do you know him? Oh.
Manny, you're muted.
Oh.
Sorry.
Sorry, we missed that.
Oh, good. But yeah, me and Yuri Collins are cousins on my dad's side.
Mm-hmm.
So and his game is terrific. He's a great facilitator, hard hitting guard. You know, he can get down the lane and finish when he needs to, but he's good at getting his teammates open.
Do you know him well, or do you just know him? Like, do you communicate with him at all, or nah?
Not too much, no.
Yeah. Thanks.
Go ahead, James.
Hey, Manny, how much confidence does it give you when the other guys are looking to feed you the ball on the block? It seems like you really kind of feed off that a little bit, and I thought you played with more emotion on that end tonight because of it.
It definitely gives me like an added boost of confidence. You know, like we've been working in practice on me being comfortable playing in the post and having the ball in my hands. So for it to pay off in today's game, it means a lot.
Thanks.
Go ahead, Justin.
Manny, a career high 20 points for you tonight, and I think you had 8 blocks and 8 or 7 rebounds. We're looking on pace there for a triple-double at one point. Were you ever thinking about that at any point in the game? And just your thoughts on just your career performance tonight?
I'm never like a really big stat guy. I'm just looking to win, and if that's me having 20 points and 10 blocks or 30 points, it doesn't matter. Like I just want to win. That's all that matters to me.
And what was it like playing without your typical partner in crime in the post, DJ Funderburk, tonight?
I mean, it's always tough, but due to the situation, like we just gotta fight with who we have, and that's what we did today. We fought, and I mean it's tough. We just gotta get back and watch film and get better in practice.
Thanks, Manny.
Go ahead, Jonas.
Manny, you guys go down there with just 9 players. You haven't played since December 3rd. So many of the odds were stacked against you, yet you guys led the first half and led early in the second half. What are some positives you guys can take from this experience of going down there and playing toe-to-toe with this good team shorthanded?
Again, like we have a small group of guys, but we're all fighters. And no matter what, whether it's 9 of us or all 15 of us, we're going to fight no matter what. On both ends of the court, offensive and defensive. We're going to fight for 40 minutes.
Anything else for Manny? Go ahead, Rod.
Manny, once those guys get back, man, how does a performance like this kind of help you bottle that aggression moving forward whenever you need, to give a boost to the team, so to speak?
Just my confidence from practice, and just knowing that we have more people to help us out, like in the our deep stretches. We're just gonna keep building, and when we come back full strength, it's gonna be even better for us in the long run.
Go ahead, James.
Yeah, Manny, as a shot blocker, how do you balance when to go after a shot and when to maybe not contest, look to rebound? Is that something you still kind of have to battle each game?
Definitely, because like my instinct is just to go get every shot, but now like especially like today's game, like we were so short-handed, so I had to pick and choose which shots to go after. But yeah, it's definitely something I battle in practice with, but I feel like I'm getting better with every practice and every game.
And is that something you feel like you try to do to just maybe limit your foul trouble? Is obviously work on that part of your game?
Work on a lot of me just walling up, and if I do jump, I got to be straight up for majority of the part.
Thanks.
Thanks for joining us, Manny.
Thanks.
All right, I think Braxton is there, or he'll be there shortly.
Yeah. So, man.
All right, Braxton, thanks for joining us. Jonas, go ahead with your question.
Hey, Braxton, thanks for joining us, man. I asked Manny the same question, and you've been a veteran. What can you take from this experience, a positive from this experience? You guys were shorthanded, playing on the road, led most of the first half, but still, you fought. What can you guys take positive from this experience playing in St. Louis?
Really, the two biggest things we can take from is if we put two halves together, we're going to be a really good team, and that there's an upside that we have guys coming back, and not here to make excuses or anything, but we haven't played a game in 2 weeks. They've been playing. They're a veteran club. They have a really good team. They won a lot of games last year, and they have basically every single person back that was a part of that, and that made an impact on that winning team. So we have a lot to be positive about going forward. There's a lot we can learn, and that'll help us build and become better.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Go ahead, Mike.
Hey, Braxton. Along the similar lines, again, with the short bench tonight, all your starters played, 34 minutes or more. I can't say I've seen that very much under Coach Keats since he's been here. How challenging was it, especially with the style that you guys want to play, to get up and down with such a limited rotation?
It was definitely a little more challenging. I think that was, kind of obvious the second half. We kind of, we got tired and let, fatigue kind of affect us mentally. Thankfully we have guys coming back. That's going to obviously be great for us. The first 3 games of the season, it shows how, how we want to play, in and out. Guys going hard, get a break. Next guys go hard, get a break, And it was a little tougher to do that tonight.
Go ahead, Benjamin.
Hey, Braxton, I'm with the St. Louis newspaper. I would really like to get your take on number 0 for St. Louis, Jordan Goodwin. What impressed you about his game tonight?
His rebound ability. I mean, it's like the ball. I think I actually said it in the middle of the game. It's like the ball's attracted to him. Not only does he goes hard, but it just seems like it just falls right in his hand. He's a really good player, really, really tough player. Like you said, he goes extremely hard, and he's going to take that team a long way. If he keeps that up.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate it.
Go ahead, Corey.
Braxton, it seemed like in the second half you really stepped up, trying to, especially from a scoring standpoint. 0 points in the first half, all 13 in the second half, 5 for 8, shooting overall. Was there a mental side of things, like you knew you needed to start hitting shots in order to get the team back in the game, or to keep the team in the game?
Yeah, I was disappointed in myself after the first half. I think it just came a lot of get my legs back under me. I did tell everybody at halftime I owe them a half. I'm not trying to make up for it and be more the player that I am. I think personally for me, it just took that first half to get myself back going and in a real game setting.
And how much different are things for you as far as being a scorer when you're playing the point as opposed to playing shooting guard?
I just try to take what the defense gives me. Run our offense, take my shots when they're there. I think the biggest thing that was helpful for me is Manny tonight. Manny had a great game inside. He caused had a lot of attention focused on him. They ended up opening it up for us, especially in the second half. For us guards to get going and get open looks and get takes to the basket. So a lot of it falls from for me as other guys get their stuff going. Just taking what I get.
Thanks, Braxton.
Go ahead, James.
Yeah, Braxton, Coach mentioned your struggles as a team rebounding and with the 50-50 balls. What can you maybe pinpoint that for? One of the things I was wondering about, is that something that you can maybe struggle with when you have taken a layoff, right? Like, is your timing maybe off a little bit, just not having played in a lot of game situations to where 50-50 balls can be an issue?
Yeah, I think that's definitely something. For the first few practices, we had 6 people. I think we had 6 people. Then, slowly added, 2 or 3 people back a few days later. So that's definitely something, just getting back into an actual game setting to know, where, how to go get the ball, who to hit, who to box out and whatnot. That's also something, that's something you can make up for by playing hard. And that's going to come. Y'all know we're going to play hard. We're going to play hard the whole 40 minutes. So that's just something, we can build on. And as we get, our legs back under us, get our, our breath back, we'll be fine.
Thanks.
Go ahead, Rod.
Braxton, how do you describe what you saw from Manny tonight, man, and the impact he can have when he's not in foul trouble?
I mean, he makes a huge. I know at halftime, I think he had 6 blocks. He had his offensive game going. He's worked really hard in the offseason. Being to become an offensive threat as well, and that shows. He was great. That's what we need for him to go forward. He's a veteran guy. He's been here. He knows how it works. So I'm proud of him. Really happy for him.
All right. Thanks, Braxton. Thanks for joining us.
Appreciate y'all.
All right, guys. That does it for our media availability.